Over 7 glorious seasons, the Clone Wars gave us 53 arcs which all managed to be unique. Which means whatever you're in the mood for, the Clone Wars has.
Oh no.
Heartbreaking tragedy? Got it. Hardcore military op? Got it. 1950s sci-fi, epic fantasy stuff, Prison Break, kaiju movie, coming of age story? The list goes on. Which is a tribute to how great the show is. And yeah, sometimes people have trouble getting into the Clone Wars because the first few seasons are a little simpler, because they're definitely geared more towards kids. But the ramp of increasing quality that starts with Season 2 turns into an exponentially multiplying fountain of quality storytelling.
This republic is failing!
The earlier seasons set the foundations by establishing these versions of the characters and the time period as a whole. And the second half builds on that to really push everything to its full narrative potential. Seasons 4 to 7 have a lot more canonically important stuff that holds dramatic weight, which personally is the stuff that I'm more into. But somehow they always manage to fit in weird, stupid stuff that keeps things fun and reminds you to chill.
What the hell is even that?
Because it's a big galaxy, and everything is happening everywhere all at once. Point being, there's a lot of arcs, and sometimes you have trouble finding just the right one you're in the mood for.
Follow me.
Also, 7 seasons worth of TV is a lot to watch, so you just want to skim through it for the important stuff. Either way, this might come in handy. If you haven't seen the first one, here's the link, go watch it. Also, all of these are just the bare bones of what's absolutely important to the arc. Also, spoilers for the Clone Wars. Obviously. So here we go. Recap of every Clone Wars arc for seasons 4 to 7, in 30-ish words or less. Waterworld. A localized conflict between fish guys. Has a lot of cool stuff like the shark guy, Akbar, and everyone's scuba gear. Gungans vs. Grievous. A one-off episode that does the impossible and makes Gungans cool. Especially this guy.
Not die. Sacrifice!
The Gungans capture Grievous, but Anakin gets captured too, so Padme trades him for Grievous. The Adventures of R2 and 3PO. Sometimes Star Wars is just simple, serialized adventures about droids. And that's okay. The first one is boring and I hate it.
That's what we're trying to figure out. What the riddle means.
The second one is Gulliver's Travels, and surprisingly fun.
We surrender. We surrender!
They must be pirate droids. Pirate droids?
Umbara. One of the best Star Wars stories, period. Rex and the 501st struggle to survive Pong Krell being an asshole. It's the definitive episode about the clones. Slavers of Kadavo.
Zygerian scum. I'll handle that slaver.
The protagonists go against a slave empire.
Where are they?
Surprisingly layered character development for everyone, really.
I know a Jedi won't kill an unarmed man.
I'm no Jedi.
Also, Anakin gets spicy.
Lars, stop it! Stop it!
In more ways than one.
Where are they?
Death Watch returns. Ahsoka reunites with Lux.
Who's this?
I'm his betrothed.
Right.
Who's teamed up with Death Watch to try to kill Dooku. Also, Bo-Katan's first appearance ever.
You're late.
Did we just become best friends?
Obi-Wan faked death. Obi-Wan fakes his death to go undercover as a bounty hunter. And he doesn't tell Anakin. Anakin goes very dark. And his faith in the Council is shaken.
You've lied to me. How many other lies have I been told by the Council?
Ventress character development. Grievous commits genocide against the Night Sisters. Ventress survives and goes solo as a bounty hunter. Also Boba Fett. Maul lives. Savage finds Maul, who's pretty messed up. But Mother Talzin fixes him. Sort of. Maul returns and Obi-Wan goes after him.
I have to go.
Ventress joins in and epic lightsaber stuff happens. Saw Gerrera Onderon. Anakin, Ahsoka, and Obi-Wan are sent to Onderon, where everything is complicated. Politics and war, Jedi neutrality.
Please talk to the Council.
The Council will not engage or involve the Republic in an internal affair.
Lux and Ahsoka's relationship. All complicated. Also introduces
Saw Gerrera.
also Hondo.
Who in the galaxy would be running around with an extra batch of missiles?
Oh my, look at the time. Well, my work is done.
Younglings. A bunch of younglings get their Kyber crystals, which is a nice piece of lore. But shenanigans ensue and Ahsoka steps up to protect them. She's definitely ready to be knighted. Also Hondo. D-Squad. A team of droids led by an incredibly divisive little dude get into shenanigans. First half is the absolute worst that Star Wars has to offer. Fun fact, it's also George Lucas's favorite Clone Wars episode.
All I ask is that you just let me die with dignity.
But the second half is actually pretty good. Mandalore 3, Civil War. One of the best Clone Wars arcs.
Maul must really want you dead.
You have no idea.
Maul takes over Mandalore with Death Watch. Obi-Wan goes to save Satine, but Maul kills her. Mandalore is plunged into civil war. Also, Palpatine beats the shit out of Maul. Ahsoka betrayed. Ahsoka is framed for a bombing and the Jedi Council expels her because they're the worst. Anakin finds out Barriss is responsible.
There's only one way to find out.
Funny.
And beats the shit out of her. Ahsoka leaves the Jedi voluntarily, and Anakin's trust in the Council is broken. Order 66 Conspiracy. A clone goes haywire and kills a Jedi, leading Fives to discover Order 66. Palpatine panics, but Fives is killed. The system is broken.
Each day, we grow closer and closer to victory.
Clovis returns.
Clovis? What exactly does Clovis have to do with this?
War is expensive, and Clovis comes back to deal with it.
Senator Amidala.
He teams up with Padme, and Anakin goes dark side. Again.
Emily, stop!
Shenanigans ensue, and Clovis is a coward,
I didn't do anything wrong.
but ultimately sacrifices himself to save Padme.
I'm sorry, Padme.
No!
Jar Jar and Mace Windu.
We should make a Bombad team, Master and Mace.
Indeed.
Jar Jar and Mace Windu team up to solve a weird religious conspiracy. It's really annoying. Until the twist that Mother Talzin is alive and leading the cultists.
You may rise.
But Mace Windu still beats her.
Magic is only an illusion.
Sifo Dyas. The Sifo Dyas plotline from Attack of the Clones is finally resolved in this standalone episode.
Remind the Council of what you discovered regarding Master Sifo Dyas before the start of the Clone War.
The Kaminoans recounted that it was Jedi Master Sifo Dyas who ordered the production of a clone army.
Without the consent of the Council or the Senate, he did this.
It's vague but interesting, and Dooku fights Anakin and Obi-Wan, which is always good to see. Yoda and the Force. Yoda gets weird Force visions and goes on a solo adventure. He learns some secrets of the Force, and things get really cool in a mystical, abstract kind of way. Also, this moment is just the best.
You asked for me, Master?
Yes. Friends we are, hmm?
Of course.
Do something for me. You must. Blamed you will be.
Clone Wars lives! Ahsoka alone. After leaving the Jedi, Ahsoka crashes into a weird adventure involving 2 sisters, a drug cartel, and general shenanigans. She meets up with Bo-Katan in the end.
You want to go do karate in the garage?
Bad Batch backdoor pilot. Rex finds out Echo is alive.
I don't believe it.
And the Bad Batch help rescue him.
Hey, you're not authorized.
He's part machine now and weird.
He's more machine man than man.
So he joins the Batch. Siege of Mandalore and Order 66. This is peak Star Wars. Ahsoka meets Obi-Wan and Anakin again before they go off to do a Revenge of the Sith.
Good luck.
Ahsoka and Rex help Bo-Katan do a siege of Mandalore. Maul and Ahsoka have an epic fight, and Maul is captured. Then Order 66 happens.
But fight him!
Maul escapes, and Ahsoka saves Rex, but the other clones die. The Clone Wars is over. Time to go rewatch Revenge of the Sith.
Do it.
So that was every single arc of the Clone Wars. God, that's a lot of Star Wars. And the relative consistency and quality is a tribute not only to George Lucas, but Dave Filoni, who I think should be
heir to the Empire.
That you can have a show with a range of different perspectives in different genres that fits in with the larger canon is pretty impressive. Over 7 glorious seasons told over 12 years, the show helped to define the prequel era. And I think all of these things come together to make Clone Wars some of the best Star Wars ever.